I think we all know that whenever you try to change your body composition, you run up against the fact that it's incredibly hard. Growing up, I was always the skinny kid, and I never really enjoyed eating that much. I'd always eat to the point of getting full, at least what I thought it was full, and then I would just stop. So often there would be food left on my plate, and I'd be very picky with what I would eat, so I naturally just remained skinny as a child. But as I've grown older and as my work requirements start to increase in terms of how much weight I have to carry and how much physical strength I actually need to do my job well, I realize I need to put in the work to actually build the muscle if I want to sustain any sort of longevity in this career. Filmmaking is really tough on your body because you're carrying weights in all sorts of weird angles and strange ways. And I was noticing that as a skinny person, I'd find it quite challenging to do my job properly. But since starting 75 Hard, I've just noticed that everything has become a lot easier. I'm able to carry a lot of this weight with ease, and I'm able to do it for far longer than I ever have been before. So it's amazing seeing just the progress that's been happening so far. How I'm approaching trying to put on some muscle is just making sure I'm in caloric surplus, that the macros are in place to ensure that I'm putting on muscle and not a ton of fat. And yeah, just being consistent and disciplined with the amount of food that I'm taking in. So one of the biggest challenges I need to figure out right off the bat is how do I make sure I'm getting the right amount of calories in each day in a way that is consistent. And because I explicitly don't want to be doing the dirty bulk method, I think that I have to choose a few base ingredients that are clean that I can have as part of my regular rotation of food that I'm taking in. So for me, that's things like eggs, rice, chicken, oats. Oh, and we mustn't forget protein powder. It's kind of hard to get protein just from food sources naturally. Don't sound like a gunshot. Probably wasn't. I hope. I'm also trying to keep things fairly reasonable cost-wise. A lot of these ingredients are clean, but then they're also fairly affordable as well. Because I'm quite busy with so much on the go, building a couple businesses, relationships that I want to keep up, and friendships, figuring out how to make time to cook and get the right amount of food is a challenge. So being prepared by cooking in advance and sticking to the same sort of things is really helpful for me in that regard. But yeah, I've just naturally found that I'm eating more now because the level of activity that I'm doing is really requiring more calories, and I think intuitively I'm just fueling myself. And I think that's the point. Food is fuel, and when we have goals and when we have a desire to achieve some sort of different body composition, then we need to adjust fueling, right? So that's currently what I want to do. And if you've been enjoying this kind of content, please do subscribe, like, comment. It goes a long way in helping a small channel like this start to grow, and I really appreciate all the support that's been coming my way. And of course my mom is going to watch this and say, where are your veggies? Outside of the base sort of constant things that I'll be eating every day, I'll be making sure to get the rest of my macronutrients through vegetables and fruits and other sorts of more natural sources of energy. And I'll kind of have to vary that to keep things interesting. I don't want to lock myself into just eating broccoli or kale, but to be able to go to the market and just pick something fresh and interesting and different, I think will be really good. So that's my plan with that, at least. Hey, steam clock. This place is normally nuts during the day, but at night you get it almost all to yourself.